On a beautiful sunny Florida day, the garage at the Daytona International Speedway is literally roaring. So loud sometimes that your ears start ringing, but that's a good sound to the drivers in this year's Daytona 500, the first of 36 races in the Sprint Cup Series that ends in November. Here in Daytona, a newly repaved track is creating big-time speeds, over 200 miles per hour. And that is changing the driving style by sending the racers into a war of tandem drafting, where having good friends is the only way to succeed.
You need somebody to be playing with you because they got to brake and you got to brake and you got to get comfortably connected and then go.
This week, officials slowed down the cars 5 to 10 miles per hour by downsizing the holes in the restrictor plates. That move cuts the amount of air flowing into the carburetor, reducing horsepower and slowing speeds. NASCAR has already simplified its point system and changed the playoffs. Many fans are just scratching their heads on all the moves.
I think NASCAR is a little too worried about the speeds out there today. I mean, we used to run 212 mile an hour 30 years ago. So the ideal they can't push it up a little bit, I think, has got these cars running 2x2, and I don't think any of the fans really like it that way.
On the other hand, NASCAR feels that the changes have done nothing but increase the competition and make the sport more exciting.
Well, last year, certainly, we had more lead changes, more leaders per race. It was the closest championship in NASCAR's history. So NASCAR made some changes over the last couple of years that has brought the competition back to a really exciting level. So we're pretty happy with where the sport is right now.
That means he'll move to the rear of the field for the Daytona 500.
In a practice race this week, while running in a tandem drafting scenario, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was involved in a wreck that has put him from the pole position car to the last in the pack for Sunday's Daytona 500. Some critics are saying that running tandem creates a major blind spot and the increase for havoc on the track. Drivers this week were experimenting.
And Jimmy and Dale Jr. were working together, and we were kind of swapping back and forth. You know, those guys would get out there, and then when they had to swap, we'd pass them back. And so we were just really just kind of going through the practice deal, trying to figure out how long we could push.
The Super Bowl of racing, the Daytona 500, with a newly repaved and very fast track. The beginning of the 2011 race season is gonna be a wild ride. In Daytona, Robert Ray, The Associated Press.